Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're back to revisit Molly Hopkins, our favorite plexus hun. I wouldn't call her favorite. A former 90 Day Fiance participant, also the last resort participant as well. Molly is recruiting her fans and the following that she gathered throughout participating in these reality TV shows. She's recruiting them into her plexus biz and she's getting financial benefits off of it, and this is a big issue in my opinion, especially for people who are kind of celebrities and who do have a huge reach. She has over 500,000 followers on her Instagram, and from what I've seen, she's got about 50,000 people in her downline. So that's very disturbing, especially because the majority of those people are her fans or people that watched her on 90 Day Fiance. If you're here just from seeing Molly's face or her name, you may want to watch my video that goes more into MLM, into plexus, into why her participation and recruiting her fans into it is problematic. Today's video is just going to be purely reacting to her plexus content. I also wanted to read some of the comments in her comment section.
Happy Tuesday! You guys, do you ever do lives, or do you ever just go on and there's no one there and you're talking to yourself and you just don't know what you're going to talk about? Or do you just decide you're going to go live and you're hopeful that somebody's coming, or you don't really know? It's Talk About It Tuesday, and I'm going to talk about it. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Alicia. Y'all, I have had the opportunity because of social media platforms and having a TV show and having a kick-ass bra shop to meet some of the most incredible women in the world. And not only that, I have had the opportunity to still be friends with people that I went to school with. And I'm talking like high school and college, and all these, things that have happened in life. And I love that. Because you can...
Very common in MLMs. They're gonna encourage you to reach out to all of your friends, your high school friends, people that you went to college with, to kind of rekindle your relationships, but it's all for the purpose of you recruiting them into your MLM. A lot of the times, if an MLM hun reaches out to you that you haven't spoke to in 10 years from high school or college, they're only doing that so that they can recruit you into their MLM, so that they can get financial benefits off of it. They're not doing that genuinely. So I wonder if the people that she is friends with still from the past are in her business or not.
Relationships that are meaningful, that can last. People who know your heart, people who see you, people who want to do what you're doing because they know that you're trying to be honest, trying to be truthful, trying to live, trying to love. And sometimes it gets a little jaded, I think, especially in the realm of reality television. I mean, there's a lot of people who think they know what they know, but don't let that define what you don't know, okay? And because there's a lot. And Tina, you just joined, y'all. She's got jewelry in my store. She's one of my favorite jewelry designers. And y'all know I go all over the place because when people pop in, I just get so excited. Carrie's here. We are going to be live on Thursday on YouTube for talking about how to contour, some things that you can do for your body. And I'm a huge candidate for certain things, right? Because I've lost a lot of weight and maybe I want to tighten my skin up. Maybe some of the potions and lotions just aren't getting it. She's awesome. We went to school together and she's my client, and now I'm going to be her client, and we're going to empower each other's business through social media, which is really what these platforms should be for, is to help boost someone's business, help, your fellow person if they have a great business, and love on each other. If you've never been in the hot seat that I've been in, you don't know how damaging, and some of you on this live, because they come in, are damaging to people. We all are just trolling through life, rolling and trolling sometimes, right? And we go look and we see what people are doing. And if you don't like it, leave. No one asked you to stay. I've not. I am certainly, after some of the situations I've been in relationships, not going to stay in an unsavory situation. So why would anybody come in and do that? But
I wouldn't be on her lives, and I wouldn't even try to talk to her or any other MLM rep out there. But specifically for her, if someone is joining her live streams that are about the business opportunity, this one is kind of like a blur. I think this was going to be interesting to listen to because she blurs the lines between her actual bra business that she has and her plexus business, which Plexus is not Molly's business. She's not her own boss. She's just an independent contractor for Plexus, and she's recruiting her fans and her followers to be independent contractors for Plexus because at the end of the day, she gets commissions off recruitment and off of growing her team and selling and whatever. So there's a big difference between someone having an actual small business and you supporting them and someone being in an MLM that is hurtful, financially hurting so many people, 50 something K people in Molly's downline. So there's a big difference. And people who come into your live streams or whatever, who try to say that it's not okay, which we're going to see some comments later on. I'm going to read a few of them that I saw on this live stream. People are just trying to say, you're being hurtful, Molly. We don't like the fact that you're promoting an MLM scam, in my opinion. They're not haters. Criticism is not hate. People calling out the shady business practices of MLMs and of you being an MLM, a plexus hun, that is not hate. That is criticism, and I think it's fair for people to leave comments like that. Especially when they're being really respectful, which, like I said, I have not seen any hateful comments in Molly's comment section, which I'm sure she gets a lot of that being in a reality TV show and having some drama around her. I've just seen there was something wild happening with her daughter and stuff, which I'm not gonna get into that. This is an anti-MLM channel, but yeah, like obviously you'll get that kind of thing as well. You're gonna get a lot of like actual like haters and people who don't like you. But when it comes to the MLM bit, I think it's completely fair to call out that you are participating in a very shady business.
this is what we're talking about. I've really been on a super duper journey. And the last 2 days I've been doing my reset. So the fact that I'm not hangry on here is really a blessing. The fact that I even have the energy to sit up and talk to you guys, because this 3-day cleanse to really help restore your body at a cellular level is not for the weak, okay? And it's holiday season and parties and party foods. But I'm just doing that so that I can enjoy and I don't gain the weight. Now,
let me remind you, in the last video, she mentioned that she's starving. Now she's doing another reset where she's surprised that she even has the energy to come on the live stream. This is also a live stream from December, so it was before the holidays. And as someone who I exercise regularly, I have an indoor bike, I lift weights, not too heavy. Did I go on a diet around holidays? Absolutely not. Did I eat everything that I wanted? Did I think about my calorie intake? No, I did not think about my calorie intake. I ate whatever I wanted, however much I could eat. It's worth noting at this point that I am a healthy adult. I don't struggle with any EDs. I don't have any health issues. It doesn't have to be that strict, but this just tells me that she doesn't have the healthiest relationship with food, which doesn't surprise me because Plexus is known for restrictive eating, appetite suppressants. You're eating way too little calories for what you should be eating. It's very unhealthy, so it's sad to see that she's still continuing on this unhealthy, in my opinion, journey.
Went to the gym this morning and I am so sore. Like, I can't even really hold my head up. My legs are so sore, and I don't know what that has to do with my head. Except I'm sore. But talk about it Tuesday. Listen, a lot of you come into my inbox, men, women, friends, haters, lovers, you know. It's all fine and well, but I'm just asking for the love of God. Can we leave all this crap here? You know, can we let it go? Can we be kind? Can we talk about things that are positive and that can impact and benefit people in their lives? That is not lies that's been believed, not things.
Yeah, but plexus is not one of those things, Molly, because 99% of people across all multi-level marketing companies never make any profit. So again, when you're talking about people who are anti-MLM, who don't like the fact that you are recruiting your fans and followers into plexus for your financial benefits, we can't leave that behind, and we're not going to stop talking about it because we want peace and love. Again, she's blurring the line between 90 Day Fiance, people watching her on reality TV shows, and people who are anti-MLM and who don't like the fact that she is, well, in my opinion, she's preying on her following and her fans. Big difference between the two. They're not the same thing. So if you're asking the anti-MLM movement to back off and stop talking about you being in plexus, that's not going to happen because you're actively hurting your downline. The majority of the people in your downline don't make any profit, but you do. Yeah, like people are not gonna stop talking about that. But when it comes to other stuff, I'm not gonna go into it because, like I said, I'm here to only talk about plexus and her being in an MLM.
Because no one's ever asked me. I read stuff about myself all the time that comes into my inbox, and I'm like, where are you getting this information from? Another source? A bitchy blogger that writes crap so that you guys will click on it so that their checkbook cranks up? Because that's all it's doing. You're perpetuating a bunch of BS and you don't even know the truth. But I know my truth, and I can sleep at night knowing what has transpired. I'm not a perfect person, but I'm not the things that have been said and done. I'm a girl who gets up every day. I go to work. I try to empower women through giving the gift of lift at Livy Ray every day. I've barely missed a day of work in the last 17 years. And even though I own the business, I work in the business. So, and when I'm there, I meet people. I meet couples, husbands, wives. I meet people that I wanted to have the kind of love that I felt from them being together in the dressing room. So yeah, I sourced it. I sure did. It didn't pan out that way, okay? And I did it on national television. I think a lot of you all forget that we're not just here for your entertainment. This really is our lives. It really is. And they only show you the part of it that they want you to see.
Sure, but also, I believe personally that 90 Day Fiance is scripted, like a lot of it at least. I don't know, maybe not all of them, but like Big Ed. I find that very strange in the way they record the same arguments in different angles, and the background would be different sometimes. I personally think that's scripted, but like when you go onto a show like that, you're putting yourself in the spot. You can't expect that everyone's gonna like you and that people are not gonna talk about you or write blogs about you or make videos about you. When you're a public person, you put yourself in that position to be criticized, to be talked about by other people. You're putting yourself willingly into the spotlight. So like if you don't want people to talk about you anymore, I don't know, lock your Instagram profile, make a new one, don't be a public person anymore. As someone who does YouTube videos and stuff, like I put myself out there, and there's always a possibility that someone is gonna make a video about me or talk about me or write something about me, especially if they're an MLM person and they don't like what they're hearing from me. It's all a risk. It comes with it. I get angry comments all the time. I get weird DMs all the time. You know what I mean? It's something that you chose to do yourself. I guess, yeah, maybe after a while hate comes to you. I don't know what she's talking about specifically in this video. It was in December. Maybe it's whatever happened with her daughter. But again, I'm not gonna get into that. I feel like I'm ranting too much. I'm getting a little bit worked up, so let's keep going.
Because it's clickbait. It keeps you coming back. There's stakes. And I'm not talking about a filet mignon with crab on the top, which I'm probably going to eat on Thursday because I'm doing this cleanse. And your girl going to be hungry. But I just wanted to drop that tidbit.
Again, I personally don't understand. I don't know what kind of cleanse this is, but if you're doing a cleanse, you're starving yourself for 3 or 5 days, and then you go and eat whatever because you're hungry as fuck because you were starving yourself. I got the best fitness and health results when I was balancing everything. I don't do any cleanses. I detox and stuff. You don't need to do any detox. Your body detoxes itself. The best results are always gonna come with, first of all, working with professionals, which she is not one. You joining an MLM doesn't make you a professional of any kind. If you need the help of a professional, you should get it if you can afford it. But also, like I said, balance. It's all about balance, and it's all about a lifestyle. So to me personally, when she's saying things like that, like she's doing a cleanse, she's hungry, she doesn't have energy, and then implying that she's gonna eat something on Thursday because she can't eat it because she's cleansing, it just sounds very unhealthy to me.
And you know, I just got a email or a message, a DM of a video, and it's politically charged, and I never talk about politics because it's really nobody's business. It's kind of like whatever your belief system is. That's your relationship with God. It's your, relationship with what you want to do. Calm down. They're making you look simple. I don't know what you're talking about, but there's nothing simple about me, but I'm rotating into simple. Amy, you're exactly one of the ones. Amy Matthias, y'all. Give her a hand. Bless her heart. Let's just give her a good old clap on a Tuesday because she has nothing better to do than believe lies from bloggers. So, kudos to you, Amy, tonight. You win, girlfriend. You're doing exactly what we're talking about not doing, trying to get me off track, but back to the video that came in. It was for somebody saying that there was people coming across the border and going through the fence and all that. And I clicked on it because I didn't know what it was. And one of the first comments that popped up was cockroaches. Wow.
That's fucking disgusting to say something like that. Fuck that person.
All I gotta say is wow. And I must say this. I had 3 different contractors supposed to show up to my house to come give an estimate for some paint that was damaged by the network and get some stuff fixed. They never showed. Good old blue collar men from the good old state of Georgia that used to be red, and this was a Republican site that sent this to me. And I'm not debating politics right now. But what I will say is the person that showed up and did the most impressive job, all for the sake of making money to feed his family, is from Guatemala. And he showed up. And he showed out. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Be kind. Let's just be kind. Let's go and celebrate this holiday season, the reason for the season. And let's think about other people. I don't know why anybody would want to come to this great United States. Other than for that reason that there's opportunity, but the way I see it,
Yeah, I mean, clearly this message is fine. I mean, just last year there was riots in Dublin because a group of people, of Irish people, thought that, Ireland just took on too many immigrants, that there's a lot of crimes committed by immigrants, but we're ignoring the whole sphere of crimes that is committed by Irish people. And don't get me wrong, Irish people are some of the friendliest bunch that I have ever met. And as an immigrant myself, I do appreciate that she's saying these things. Clearly, it's just a humane thing to not judge people like that and to not be an asshole to people. She's gonna proceed to kind of like blur lines again. There's a lot of blurred lines here between just being a normal person to everyone around you and being a scammer. Clearly, in this sense, she's being a normal person, but in the other sense, she's also a scammer, in my opinion, where she's scamming a bunch of people for her own personal financial benefits in Plexus. It's a lot of blurred lines with Molly. That's, I guess, my point.
Some of y'all need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because I did not see, I checked myself, and I've been, you know, in some places and spaces that I probably had no business being, but, you know, I was on a journey. But I know who I am, and I know whose I am, and I know what my life's purpose is. And when you know that...
Okay, well, telling people to check yourself, again, in that sense, I do understand. Molly, you're telling people to check themselves when you're literally in a predatory business model in Plexus, in an MLM, network marketing, direct selling, whatever. You are recruiting your followers and your fans into a business model where the majority of them are going to work their asses off. They're never going to get any profit. So you should check yourself a little bit further and check what you're doing in Plexus, because you're hurting everyone in your downline, the majority of people in your downline. If you believe that you're not, I would love to see some statistics. I would love to see how many people exactly do you have in your downline and how many of those people are making profit. And by profit, I mean an actual income that being in this MLM and busting their asses in this MLM is actually profitable for them.
Nothing else matters. So, thank you, Mountain View Malamutes. Oh my God, you probably have the most beautiful dogs. Unfortunately, I'm super allergic, but yes, my eyes are green. They say those are the rarest ones. Joy is 642. I need Jesus. Girl, I got Jesus. He's all up in my heart. I hope maybe you was talking to Amy. I don't know, but you're not talking to me, because I know I was born and raised in a fantastic family who's God-fearing, God-loving. My grandmother taught me so much about God. But having traveled all around the world...
I mean, I would dare to say that there should be a disclaimer here. Like, if you're not from a God-fearing family, that doesn't mean that your family is not fantastic just because they may not be religious. Like, what?
I've met other people who don't know that. They have different belief systems, and we talk about it. And
also, there's a whole point and argument that we can make here that Jesus, God, or whatever you believe in would not be happy with you being a scammer in an MLM that resembles a product-based pyramid scheme, in my opinion. You're scamming other God-fearing people into Plexus, and you're earning financial benefits off of their recruitments and their sales and their hard work. God would not be okay with that. Just gonna throw that one out there.
Get to know your neighbor. Get to know who you live around. Get to know people who aren't like you. You might be surprised. One of my favorite long-standing clients, Shanaz Hudani, she's from India. And after a while, I realized that she lived in my neighborhood. And she invited me over. And she made me the best food in the world. And we are friends, and she's my customer, but we're more than that. And those are the relationships. Nadine, woo! We got Queen Nadine in the house, y'all. Supermodel City. I got so many amazing people on this live right now. I got Rachel, Big Mama Boo. She owns Secondhand Curves, y'all. Go check her out. Like, there's so many boss babes on this live, because that's what we do. We get together, and we talk, and we support each other in the most tremendous of ways. Yes, twin. Everybody says Rachel's my twin, and I'm okay with that. Because she is fabulous. Fabulous. And Alicia's Things is here. She is just another... We just feel like we know each other our whole life, and we've never met. But she makes ribbon. I have a new deluxe box coming out for Livy Ray. So guess what? We're going to use her to make our ribbon. You can support other people in business and help them with their business, and you all begin to grow together because you're planting seeds here. And everybody I know knows people that needs bras, and I love jewelry. I love custom stuff. Tina from You Bling You is here, and that's how we met. She took a chance on sending me something. And now I have her jewelry in my store, and I order from her, and she makes custom stuff for all my plexus ladies. Like, all it takes is one little seed planted, and it grows. I have a lady that I'm going to be going live with on Friday night, Martha Thompson. She sent me 3 books. She came to see me in Atlanta. She's a prophetess. She's amazing. I'm going live tomorrow night with Ms. Nikki with the Zenergy Room. Thursday night, I'll be live with Carrie. So you guys listen, I'm not always going to be live on Instagram. I'm trying to navigate some other places, and my YouTube channel is up and going. So if there's any small business owners here that want to do Small Business Thursdays with me, if you got a hot topic you want to talk about, if you have a product that you want me to support, if you just want to talk about some real life stuff, maybe you're going through things, hit me up. I will put you on and we can talk, because somebody out there needs to hear your story. Somebody. That's the one thing I'll say from the not so savory sector of reality TV, is that someone somewhere related to me, be it good or bad. But 9 times out of 10, somebody that came ugly is because they were triggered and we had the chance to talk about it. And, you know, there's single moms out here going through it. There's people who didn't always make the best choice. Not everybody's program is the same. And just because it's on a television program and it seems like it's a cult phenomenon, at the end of the day, it's really our lives. Something about a cyst. I can help you. Whoever just made that comment. Let me scroll down. Yes. Oh, that's you, Alicia. Yes, we talked about it. Like, I'm not a doctor, but I've seen a lot of breasts. I've seen a lot of skin stuff. And we've been coined the doctors of lingerie, because I have women that come in all the time that don't have family or significant other, that if they have something and they ask me to look at it, and I don't know what it is, I just say, yeah, I think you should go. I mean, how many times can you see your back? I had a terrible sunburn, so I go to the dermatologist every 6 months to make sure that there's no new moles or new things. But that's neither here nor there. But that was the thing that had us start.
Right, I got scared that she's gonna say that she tells people what stuff could be. If she just says, okay, there's something here, go see a professional about it, that's fair. That could have gone in a very bad direction right there. Definitely, you should see a medical professional if you think you have something anywhere in your body.
Talking is that you had a special condition and I knew that I could help you. And now that I've gotten to know you, you have a brilliant business. You make cups. You're going to print my ribbon with our logo on it for our Lux box. And so for that, I'm grateful. And not everybody has been blessed, because even though it's not always been amazing, having had a national platform is a blessing, because I'm able to utilize that to leverage my business. Absolutely. What person that's a woman or a man in business wouldn't use that type of platform? We couldn't pay for that as small businesses in the United States. So link up with somebody you don't know. Try to shop small this holiday. If you need a bra fitting, or you're a man on this live and you...
All right, we're gonna stop that one right there. She is very good at blurring lines between actual small business and actual small business owners with MLMs and MLM distributors, which again, like I said, it's great to advertise small businesses, support small businesses, but not when it comes to Plexus and any other MLMs out there, because in an MLM, you're not a business owner, you're not your own boss. It's not your business. It's a predatory business model. Some would argue that some MLMs out there are product-based pyramid schemes, and that's my opinion on a lot of MLMs out there as well. A lot of the money comes from recruitment, which is a big problem. You're just mass recruiting people. It's a whole thing. It's very bad. It's not an actual small business. That's the main point here. She loves to blur lines between the two, and I feel like it makes her a lot more dangerous, and especially the fact that she has more than 500,000 followers on Instagram, and it's easier for her to reach out and recruit people into Plexus. There was one comment that I wanted to read, and then the others are responses to that comment. So Katrina said, "I think you are fabulous. Just wish you wouldn't support a predatory business practice like Plexus. You say you support women. How can you be involved in such a shady business?" Which is fair. It's a fair criticism. It's not hateful. It is Katrina genuinely being worried about Molly recruiting her followers and fans into a predatory business like Plexus. So Molly's response was, "It's not shady at all. I love the products. They work for me, and I love Plexus. They have also worked for thousands of women. I have a ton of testimonials as well as other women and men in the company. They are kind, generous, and create amazing life-changing products as well as business opportunities. Be blessed." Absolutely not, Molly. I don't know if she doesn't know what MLMs are or if she's just pretending to not know, but MLMs like Plexus are absolutely financially hurtful to people. Plexus promotes unhealthy diets, unhealthy lifestyles. It could be damaging on so many different levels. And then someone jumped in on Molly's side, of course, saying, "Where do you get this information, Katrina? I started Plexus in June. I have improved my gut health and weight. I'm in a better health today than I have ever been at age of 52. I have also became a brand ambassador with Plexus, and I have seen great results for each person. I'm just curious where you get your information." And then another one jumped in. "Plexus works. I myself can't afford it, but I have many friends who lost 80 pounds. You still need to change your eating habits, but it's a great tool." I'm just sad to see Molly like outright responding to these people with like, "No, it's not." Well, it is. It's very damaging. Plexus is not good for your health, in my opinion. And the business model is not good because the majority of people don't make any profit with working the Plexus business. Like I said earlier, it would be great if Molly comes out with saying, "Hey, this is how many people I have in my downline," and then prove to people, "This is how many of the people in my downline actually make profit in Plexus," right? But she's not going to do it because, like in any other MLM, the majority of people never make any profit. It absolutely is shady. Katrina was right. It's a shady business model, and it's very sad to see Molly using her platform to recruit people into Plexus. But anyway, I think we've seen enough here. We've heard enough. She had some great points, obviously the normal humane stuff that you should not do, like you should not call people cockroaches. That's absolutely terrible. But also, like I said, I thought that live was a very good example of how Molly blurs the lines between actual small businesses and actual supporting small businesses and Plexus and other MLMs, which, like I said, are not small business and they are very, very harmful. If you're still here and you have no idea what I'm talking about when I'm talking about MLMs and Plexus, all my sources are going to be down below in the description box. Also, my original video on Molly and why what she's doing is hurtful and harmful. That's all going to be linked below and at the end of this video. But in any case, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. That helps out my channel a lot. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you did enjoy the video and if you'd like to see more from me. Big shout out to all my channel members as always. Thank you guys for being here and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.